Okay, so Brandon, it's Brandon's ATV, the 850 that we've been working on. We are about to let it off the rack, off the ATV lift, and he will be testing it this afternoon. It is now Sunday, and before the Beckley, West Virginia race. So anyway, we did get it. This is the one that we've been working on the gusseting, and got it all done. So Brandon is putting it on the ground for the first time. It's been a while since this quad has been ridden. Actually, Snowshoe, West Virginia, this is the one that he ran off the cliff and bent a bunch of stuff in the front, and we ended up having to get all that stuff brand new. So got to adjust a toe setting on it, some other stuff on it, air pressures and all that. So but everything's brand new. What do you think, Brandon? A lot of work?
Got it all done, so I just want to ride it.
You excited? Been a lot of work, right?
A lot of work, but
yeah,
we got it all done.
And I will tell you, we had to call in our guys at BNR, Robert Smith. We had this thing completely dismantled all the way down, except the wiring harness and the engine. We still left that in there to do all this welding and everything. But we put it all together. Well, I mean, we got it together enough to, okay, let's see if this thing starts up, and just make sure that everything runs. And we was putting radiator coolant in it and that kind of stuff. Wouldn't start. So it would turn over, but it was throwing a code up that it something wasn't communicating with something or another. So we did a little bit of Google research and couldn't find it. So we leaned on our guys at BNR, Robert Smith, and he races these things, and he's a magician. So anyway, Brandon messaged him, and immediately he said, yep, this is probably your issue, more than likely, and went straight to the source. What we done is that broken motor mount that we had on this thing originally, there was a wire, a crank sensor wire that somehow or another, as we was putting everything together, it got behind that a little bit, and we tightened everything up. It just pinched the wire a little bit, and that was grounding it out, causing it not to have no spark. So anyway, we found it. Took us a couple hours, being that we had to take a bunch of stuff back off, find the wire that he was talking about, and immediately we saw it. So those guys are worth a lot, because very, very smart. We worked a little bit and probably could have still been working on it, providing that he didn't give us that information. So we appreciate him. That's the reason why that we try to promote them as much as we can, because they're good guys and they'll help you. So looks like Brandon's got we got to go to the toe plates. Got to clamp our mess a little bit. He'll get on it, and we'll get this toe setting on it, the toe adjusted on it, and I'm gonna try to take this thing out for a spin out here, and just to see, do a little bit of shakedown on it. So hopefully this Can-Am Renegade's ready to roll. So but anyway, been a long time. I mean, we've been working our butts off on it, and of course it's really, really hot, you know, down here, and we got a bunch of fans going, and I know sometimes the sound's not the best, but we got the fans going so to keep us cooled down. So we're gonna get this thing adjusted out in the front, and let's get some video of him riding it. So we're both very excited. Been a lot of work, but we're excited to watch him ride this thing. All right, here's Brandon on the 850 Can-Am Renegade that we have been working extensively on in the past week and a half, doing the gusset kits and trying to get the frame prep for GNCC. So he's getting ready to go test ride it for the first time. We've been out in the yard with it a little bit, but he's getting ready to go to the little track that we have here at the house just to test it and shake it down. So what do you think, Brandon? You're excited? Hadn't been on this quad in a while.
Yeah, it feels a lot different than what I've been riding, but this is what I like, so we'll see.
Yeah, so we're going to go try it out and see. So it's now Monday morning, Labor Day, and so we're going to go give it a shakedown and just see if it's going to be this one or the 1000 that he's riding this weekend. We can't have any issues with this one. There has been a bunch of nuts and bolts off of it, so there's potential for some problems. So hopefully we've done everything correctly. And he's going to give it 10-15 minute ride and then come in and we'll look at everything and then we'll go back and see where we're at. Well, we're out here testing the 850. This is Labor Day, and we're like 3 days from we're leaving Thursday morning, real early in the morning to head to West Virginia, and Brandon is out here testing the 850. He hasn't even made a lap yet here at a little track at home, but you can see him riding here. So I do love the sound of the HMF. Those pipes sound really, really good. So this is the quad that Brandon has always really liked, and has liked the way it's rode, that kind of stuff, although we've had everything apart on it. So just a little concerned about, you know, what he thinks about it and all that. So I just wanted to give you guys an update of where we're at and what we're trying to do. He's not really looking for speed. He's not really looking for speed out here right now. All we're doing is just looking to see if the quad runs good and handles good, and that kind of stuff is all we're interested in doing. So we're certainly not looking for anything crazy. We're just wanting to make sure there's no nuts and bolts and funny noises and funny noises and that kind of stuff. We did all the differential oils. We did the transmission oil, new axles, new A-arms, new bushings in the A-arms, ball joints. So, and of course all the frame gusseting. So, and seems like we've had everything apart on the darn thing except the motor out of the quad. And we could have done that, but no need in it. But we did replace all the motor mounts and that kind of stuff in it. But to me it looks good. Like I said before, I'm not a pro rider. I don't know what that thing's supposed to feel like. He does, not me. So sounds really good. Can-Am Renegade 850 with those HMF dual pipes on the back always sounds really good. So, I'll get him coming back through here in just a second, and maybe he'll stop for us in just a bit. So this he's starting his second lap here now. So he may end up stopping. Whenever he stops, I'll get him, see what he says. Well, we're out here with Brandon, and he just got done doing probably about 4 or 5 laps, I would say, on the 850, the one that we have been working extensively on. And so I figured the quad looks like it's made it through it. So we'll ask him what he thinks. And what do you think, Brandon? How you like everything?
I don't know. I mean, I love it. I don't know what it is with this Fuller, but it just seems to do what I want it to do. Doesn't miss a beat. I mean, it's almost there anytime I need it.
So it turns really good and
turns, I mean, perfect for exactly what I do.
Almost like a sport quad, you told me earlier. Yeah.
I mean, I can almost throw it around like a sport quad.
Yeah. And it's just kind of crazy, you know. I mean, it's just kind of crazy we can't get the other one to do that yet.
Testing with the other one, and it just can't seem to get it nowhere near the same ballpark. Because I could feel like I could go into some of these berms here that you see and mash it from the beginning of the corner all the way to the end of it. I mean, it'll just stay in the rut.
And even though if it's a it'll be tippy or whatever, it'll still drive out. Yeah. And that's what I noticed over there when I was watching you over there. It was doing the same thing. It looked like the quad was just turning really good. So okay, so it's Monday, Labor Day, and we're close to getting to the afternoon here, so we've got to sort of make a decision what we're going to do. You want to take this thing over there and we'll get it washed up and see if we've got anything at all going on with it, and maybe nut and bolt it again, go over everything that we did. And what do you suggest? Let's prep it and get ready to go, or okay.
go over everything because everything was apart. So just look at everything.
But this one certainly handles better than the other one, even though the other one is a lot newer. And in all reality, you know, it should drive and handle as good as this one, but for some crazy reason, I don't know, he just loves this one here. Got stock A arms on the front, you know, nothing really fancy here. There's not a lot here. And yeah, I mean, it's got, you know, it's got revolve Fox shocks on it with dual rate springs. We're not even triple rate springs here, but I'm not so sure that the springs and shocks are the big problem on the other one. It may be some settings in the front end. It's got those aftermarket arms on there, and we gotta do some more checking. But the problem is yeah, the issue is we're just running out of time. So we didn't expect to be a week and a half on this thing with the gusset kit. So that's what's got us a little bit behind in his training and also in our ATV prep stuff. So hopefully this is behind us. Obviously now we can get back to working on you know, getting the quads to handle good and driving good and just the maintenance stuff. And but we've had to pretty much overhaul this thing, is the reason why it's that we're just behind. And we'd like to do some things on the 1000 to try to get it better, but we've been working so extensively hard on this one to try to get it prepped to possibly take this one. So right now our decision is possibly take the 850 to Beckley, West Virginia. Not sure until after we get it cleaned up, and I want to get in there and nut and bolt everything and look at it, make sure we don't see nothing and that kind of stuff. Got to change a belt on it, put a brand new belt on it, and even though this belt's only got 10 minutes of snowshoe and the little bit that we just did here, so can't take a chance, can't drive all the way to Beckley, West Virginia and have a belt issue. So we'll pull this one off, put it on one of the other quads for a practice belt, put a fresh one on this one. So we want to thank our friends at BNR. He's helped us out a lot, even on this weekend. He's answered our phone calls and our messages, and we appreciate Robert Smith at BNR. He has helped us on a few items on this thing. We had a pinched wire earlier Saturday or Sunday, whenever it was, ended up finding that. He helped us find that, so we're excited, and we want to thank those guys for always stepping up and helping us, especially on a holiday weekend, because we're all in a situation where we're excited to get back racing, but you know, when you run into problems, it's always good to lean on friends like that to help us out. So Brandon, let's get this thing back over there and get it cleaned up, and let's figure out what we have, and then we'll go from there. So as always, guys, I want you to like, subscribe, and comment, please. If you like what we're doing on our videos, just send us a comment. If you don't like what we're doing, just send us a comment. Certainly we're learning, but we want to try to grow the channel. So if you don't mind, subscribe and maybe share it, and let people know what we're trying to do here. And it's just a couple country boys out here trying to do the best we can, and Brandon is living out a dream being a pro 4x4 racer. So we you know, we just want to show some of the things that we do here, and you know, it may not be the right way all the time, but we show the way we do things, and we learn every day, and that's what this life is about. So we want to appreciate you guys for dropping by and watching our videos. Thank you.